on stage. So, of course, as I said, we had issues. So maybe I got to put us on this stage, which is unfortunate. Let's see if we can get little box, big box going. All right, here we go. Can you hear us now? Hopefully. Yeah, I figured. Unfortunately, we couldn't get the camera going today. I had constant issues with programs and my laptop messing up. And I guess I should redo the intro, huh?
Yeah, if you want. I mean,
well, happy Friday, everybody, and welcome to the July 18th, 2024 edition of CP Sports. As you all can see, Pat is in the studio today, and
hello,
per usual, I'm your host, Chris. Now, unfortunately, Mike couldn't make it, and as many of you may know, I've been trying to be more punctual when it comes to this show and not just spring it up on you like we have recently. Of course, because of that, we've taken a hit in viewers and listeners. That's not the only factor with social media and streaming platforms having peak times in which we try to schedule the show around. We've been missing the mark quite a bit, and due to last minute cancellations, schedule clashes, and this is made me cancel quite a few times. Also, completely rework shows last minute. So, as many of you may know, I obtained my Bachelor's of Science in Sportscasting through the Dan Patrick School of Sportscasting program at Full Sail University, and I'm completely dedicated to this. It's not something I take lightly, and a lot of stuff goes into this whole thing behind the scenes. Fact checking, trying to determine what should be on, what shouldn't, what really has enough to talk about, and things of that nature, organizing the flow of the show so that it flows freely and doesn't seem like it has any hiccups. So sadly, we've been missing the mark there, and I'm trying to get better. I don't know when Mike will be back, and I hope to hopefully just continue to bring you guys this content. If anything, Pat will be here with us.
Definitely.
And we'll continue to keep the train rolling. Sadly, we haven't done what we were trying to do. And we're really going to start getting on the ball with that. And we apologize to anybody for just the inconvenience it takes to sit there and go search for us because we don't have a set schedule or something like that. We will start having a set schedule, and we will keep it Fridays. So just stay tuned. We will get better, and I apologize for all of that. And I hope, you stick with us, and I promise you things will get better. But moving forward, as we were talking before this, but nobody heard, obviously, the MLB All-Star Weekend
it
went down, and we saw the Home Run Derby. I was, of course, rooting for Adolis Garcia from the Rangers. Unfortunately, he did not make it past the first round. Teoscar Hernandez, or I think that was his name, right? Teoscar. Where did I have it? Yeah, Teoscar Hernandez. He won after a rocky start. He barely knocked out Garcia with one home run over him to make it to the second round. And then the next two rounds, he barely won with the one home run over each guy in those other rounds as well. But the biggest story of that day was the 32-year-old country singer Ingrid Andress' rendition of the national anthem. Many are putting her on par with Roseanne Barr and Fergie for the worst Star Spangled Banner performance. Many are calling it the worst ever, but it seems that she may have been impaired. Andress took to social media apologizing, saying, quote, "I'm checking myself into a facility today to get help. To get the help I needed. That was not me last night, and I apologize to the MLB, all the fans, and the country I love so much for that rendition," end quote.
Like they couldn't hear me before, but I still have no comment on that, dude. It was bad. It was horrible.
It was bad to the point that you could hear the crowd audibly go, "Whoa!"
You're like, wow, like
Yeah,
this is horrible.
So, she's saying that I'm guessing she was drunk. She just said impaired.
Yeah.
So, like,
she didn't sound impaired. She sounded like she couldn't sing. If we're being honest.
For those who don't know, Andres is a country singer that was nominated for 4 Grammys, including Best New Artist in 2021. She broke into the country music space in 2020. She is the daughter of former Major League Strength and Conditioning coach Brad Andress, who worked for the Detroit Tigers, Colorado Rockies, and New York Mets. But moving forward, the American League defeated the National League in a tight MLB All-Star game. Ohtani homered at the top of the third to put 3 on the board, which the AL answered back in the bottom of the third, scoring their own 3. But the game-winning homer came from the bottom of the 5th, with Jarren Duran hitting a tie-breaking homer that also brought in I guess my keyboard was jacked up there, but also brought in another to put up 5. And then the remainder of the game, it just stayed scoreless, with the AL beating the NL 5-3. Duran received the Ted Williams Trophy, taking home the MVP for the All-Star game. Duran, who prides himself on being a hard worker that keeps his head down and doesn't think he's better than anyone, humbly stated, quote, "That's an honor. Who else would I want to try and follow in the footsteps of, besides a guy like that who is not just a great baseball player, but a great human being? The guy was awesome, and I'm honored to be able to have his award." Of course, he's talking about Ted Williams, who the trophy is named after, Red Sox legend. Duran has also become the 5th Red Sox player to receive the award.
It was pretty good, man. Sounds like it was a really good game. So who won? I'm sorry.
The American League.
Okay, good.
Yeah, they beat the National League. But on to the next topic, since we're on the topic of All-Stars. Today is the WNBA All-Star Friday. However, some of the league's most popular players, such as Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese, and Sabrina Ionescu, will not be participating in the Skills Challenge or the 3-point contest. The Skills Challenge will include Brittany Griner, Phoenix teammate Sophie Cunningham, Atlanta's Alicia Gray, Marina Mayberry, or Mayberry, sorry, who has recently been acquired by Connecticut, and Indiana's Erica Willer. As for the 3-point contest, we'll see New York's Jonquel Jones. Gray will also be in that one as well. Mayberry will also be in that one. Washington's Stephanie Dawson and Minnesota's Kayla McBride. It's crazy to see that Caitlin Clark is not implemented, because she was featured in the men's All-Star game and she wasn't even a pro yet. Not cool. In the All-Star game, but All-Star weekend, I should say.
Definitely, I've always I love watching All-Star games, like basketball All-Star games, dude. So like dunk contests, which they don't dunk in the WNBA.
I wouldn't be surprised if it comes soon.
I
wouldn't be surprised,
especially with change, man.
Especially with all the publicity, and they're getting more deals, and all that. So
yeah, we
could see that implemented soon.
That'd be awesome.
But Clark did set a new WNBA record with a 24-point double-double against the Wings, where she set a single game assist record with 19, surpassing Courtney Vandersloot and Sabrina Ionescu. Mercury head coach Cheryl Miller is set to coach the WNBA All-Stars as they face the United States women's national team, led by Lynx coach Cheryl Reeve, in the WNBA All-Star game Saturday night. So instead of being like the NBA, where it's West versus East, it is actually going to be Team USA before the Olympics, obviously, going up against the All-Stars of the WNBA. I don't think they have said who was all going to be on the teams just yet. It might have just came out and I haven't seen it yet. But it's nice to see, that's a thing, because I would love to see that even implemented in the NBA. But of course, the Olympics don't happen at the same time.
Yeah. True.
But on the topic of Team USA, the men's team improved to 3-0 in impressive 105-79 victory over Serbia. Of course, they were just in an exhibition portion still. And if this does translate to the Olympics, I don't think Team USA would have anything to worry about. Curry sank 18 in his first 11 minutes and finished with 24. Bam Adebayo scored 17 points. Anthony Edwards put up 16. LeBron hit 11. Anthony Davis blocked 6 shots and made 7 points with 6 rebounds, and Joel Embiid matched Adebayo with the team best of 18 boards. This was all while Coach Kerr took the hockey approach, it seemed. When it came to substitutions, he was substituting 5 at a time. So it's a different than what we usually see from the NBA or basketball as a whole.
Yeah. So they just spanked them. Yeah. I saw the score. Yeah. They spanked them.
Kevin Durant wanted to be at that game. He was obviously at that game, but he wasn't able to play still due to that calf injury. He did practice, so hopefully he's getting better. So we'll see if he does return in the next game or even maybe the one after. Another player that's dealing with an injury is Kyrie Irving, and he underwent a surgery Tuesday to repair a broken left hand, which he suffered during training earlier this month. And the team is pretty optimistic that he'll be cleared by camp. So hopefully, if all goes well, he's cleared up. If not by camp, at least by the season.
Oh, yeah. It'd definitely be good by the season if not by camp.
Yeah. So, I mean, I know Dallas fans can't wait for next season with the addition of Klay Thompson, and San Antonio fans can't wait either to see what rookie Stephon Castle can bring to the table. We, of course, talked about a little bit of the California Classic, and Castle went on to improve in his game against the Portland Trailblazers in the Summer League. He made 18 points in the Classic, and in the summer game made 22 against the Blazers. Castle hit a pair of threes in the first half, but had some bad misses on jumpers. He still seems to be a mixed bag when it comes to shot selection and efficiency. Castle was consistently getting in the paint and making plays off the drive, though, so that's still something to look forward to. He's showed great vision in 2-man situations and was able to change the pace in order to catch the opposition off guard. So unfortunately, though, Castle is no longer going to play any more games in the Summer League because he went down in that game, injuring his right wrist during a fall. And the Spurs opted to sideline him for the remainder of the Summer League as they try to protect their number 4 overall pick.
I mean, it sounds like a typical Pop move. Doesn't want to get him hurt. You know what I'm saying, like that.
Same thing with Wemby. It went the same way. It was what was it? I think he did 2 games. I think he played 2 games. I could be wrong. This thing so far. But speaking of rookies, 49ers star receiver Brandon Ayuk has officially requested a trade. Ayuk has 1 year left in his rookie contract and is looking for a big money deal. A league source told ESPN he wants to be traded, and I keep forgetting to put music, so let me do that. It just came to me.
I should have reminded you. I'm sorry about that.
Sorry. Anyway, speaking of rookies, super loud. Let me turn that down a little bit. But yeah, Brandon Ayuk, the last year of his rookie contract is up, and a league source told ESPN he wants to be traded or get paid, but the Niners don't want to pay him or trade him so they don't want to pay him technically relative to the market value as wide receiver stock continues to be rising. Ayuk has went as so far to voice his displeasure on TikTok, saying they don't want him back. Coming off a breakout season, posting 75 catches for 1,342 yards and 7 touchdowns, Ayuk seeks to get paid big money. So if he doesn't sign a new deal or get traded before training camp, we can expect to see him hold out, as he didn't participate in mandatory minicamp.
It's unfortunate, man, but is he not happy where he's at? Is that what it is?
It's just a money issue. That's the only thing. They don't want to pay him, the same amount that a lot of these wide receivers make. I wish I still had it open because I was looking at it the other day. And I meant to write some of it down, but yeah, they're not willing to pay him what I would say what he's worth.
Yeah,
in my opinion. But we'll just have to wait and see. 49ers always hold off the whole time and don't make that decision till last minute. They did it with who was it? Debo Samuel not that long ago, I believe, and someone else. Robbie Gould. So, I mean, yeah, he could request for a trade, but it doesn't mean it's going to happen. And we'll have to just wait and see what comes of this. But there was also trade speculation for another star wide receiver. But those speculations and rumors have been shut down, as Raiders wide receiver Davante Adams' agents called the rumors and speculation, quote unquote, baseless. Adams even took to Club Shay Shay, addressing the rumors of a reunion with Aaron Rodgers after Rodgers stated, "I love Davante Adams. I can't wait to play with him again." And that happened during I believe it was a golfing thing that Rodgers attended. Adams, when he was on Club Shay Shay, said, quote, if I were to be reunited with anybody, it would be Aaron, or be relocated anywhere, it would be Aaron. But he also went on to say he's locked in with the Raiders. Adams also said the media talks about whatever they want without him being involved. Of course, frustration comes with the territory, and media has spun that to question Adams' future with the team. The new Netflix series, in fact, receivers saw an inside look at the NFL season, in which after a series of hard hits, Adams said he needed to, quote, get out of here before he got killed, end quote. So Adams, he's also always voiced like his frustrations, but he says, they're just that, frustrations.
Yeah,
they're not to the point where he's like, okay, I'm gonna go somewhere else or anything like that.
I mean, it's good to get things off your chest and be honest at the same time, so I don't see nothing wrong with that.
Adam's former teammate, free agent wide receiver Randall Cobb, will be joining the SEC network as a college football analyst. Cobb said in a statement, quote, I'm incredibly excited to be coming home to the SEC with this new role. The level of greatness in this conference provides year after year is unmatched. I cannot wait to return to the conference family with the SEC network crew, end quote. The announcement was actually made by the SEC, which stated that Cobb had retired, and that is not the case. It was clarified earlier that he is not officially ending his playing career. So we'll have to wait and see if he still tries to play and be an analyst at the same time. I don't know if it'll happen. We'll just have to play it by ear.
Yes, sir.
But Saturday, Jaron Ennis retained his IBF welterweight title as he made light work of David Avanesian. Sorry, that's a hard name to say. With the 5th round TKO.
Wow.
Fighting in his hometown for the first time since 2018, the 26-year-old Ennis floored Avanesian in round 5 with a vicious counter right, and the towel was thrown in thereafter. Inez unloaded furious combos to the face and midsection, outlanding Evanescence 152 to 53. David did step in on a month's notice after Cody Crowley was forced to withdraw from the bout since he is yet to be medically cleared after undergoing double eye surgery in November. Now, despite the dominant outing, Inez felt he was a bit off. He said his timing was off. He just felt a little off, and he went on to voice his desire to fight big names coming on in the future, going so far as to mention Terrence Crawford as one of those big names. Matchroom Boxing promoter Eddie Hearn stated, quote, "The future of Boots Ennis is the future of boxing. I think he beats everyone. I think he's just a special fighter that needs to be tested against the best in the world. He's going to be around for a long time," end quote. Now, going on, he did go on to say that he's looking to put Inez in another fight come October or November. So we'll see what comes of that. I'm sure that would be announced here soon if it is going to take place in October. Maybe take a little longer when it comes to November. But this Saturday, we will see another fight where Jake Paul will be taking on former UFC fighter and bare knuckle fighting championship star Mike Perry at the Amalie Arena in Tampa after his fight with Tyson was pushed back to the 15th. Jake Paul voiced his concerns that he still wanted to keep that position open for a fight and still wanted to fight. So he went ahead and made this fight with Perry. So that one will take place then. The Tyson fight is pushed back to the 15th of November, causing the co-main event to also be pushed back with the rematch between Katie Taylor and Amanda Serrano. So that was put off. Paul is still going to fight on the original set date tomorrow, and that will take place on DAZN.
So I gotta wait four more months to see Jake Paul get his head knocked off by Mike Tyson. I didn't even know it got delayed. That's kind of, and well, hopefully he knocks this other dude out so he can get knocked out in 4 months. I'm looking forward to that.
Knocked down in 4 months.
And I hope LA Knight takes his brother's championship.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Caroline Dubois turned professional back in 2022. She'll be having a bout coming up, and after competing in the last Olympics, she did make a statement saying, quote, "I'm ready to announce myself on the big stage. I want to be world champion. I want to be fighting for world titles against the likes of WBO champ Dixon, IBF champ Ferreira, and WBC and WBA champ Katie Taylor. I want to unify the division. I want to be undisputed, and then I want to move up in weight," end quote. And this may come to fruition as she'll be fighting interim WBC champ Maria Monillo for the title on August 3rd. Excuse me. Dubois said Dubois is facing her toughest test yet of her career against Monillo, and it won't be an easy task. The winner will take a step closer to a shot at the WBC World Lightweight title held by two-weight undisputed champ, Katie Taylor. Dubois is ready and excited for what her fight with Monillo has to entail. She knows that this fight can propel her to a next level, and she also went on to say, quote, "Every time I step into the ring, I want to do damage. I want to excite people. I want people to say, wow, that Caroline Dubois, she's something special. Whether it's a knockout or a 10-round beatdown, I want to be the standout performance of the night. And on August 3rd, I'm coming to steal the show," end quote.
Dang. Promo of the week right there. I like
She'll
that.
be fighting in her hometown because she's from from England, and I believe that's where that fight will be taking place.
I'm gonna knock you out, bruv.
If she does stand the test, if she is able to stand the test of Moneo, she will become the new interim champ, and Dubois will be, or Dubois. Why did I say that? Dubois will be Taylor's mandatory unless she vacates her title. So she called her shot 2 years ago.
Now look where she
and
at.
Now she's right there in arm's reach. So I'm really gonna be rooting for her. She's a great athlete. She did amazing in the Olympics. She's only had one loss so far, not in the professional space, but she did get one loss, I believe, in amateur, and it was only because their heads collided. So it was a headbutt disqualification deal.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's not anything to gauge her ability off of, just because, you know, stuff happens sometimes. So I'm excited to see what she has in store for us in August 3rd, and I'm just excited for her boxing as a whole as it's continuing to flourish. Nate Diaz had that fight with Masvidal not too long ago. I think it was 2 weeks ago. But Diaz is now suing promoter Solomon Ingle and his company Fanmio. The filing was obtained by ESPN and claims Diaz is owed $9 million after entering an agreement with Ingle and his company for a $10 million bag, in which he is said to collect $1 million up front and the rest after the event. The lawsuit says Ingle was not obeying their deal, claiming that the event lost money, stating, quote, "In a flurry of desperate calls, Diaz's representatives following the event, Ingle despondently groveled that he was going to lose more money than he had anticipated on the event if he paid Diaz what he had promised, and that his wife might divorce him because of the financial losses. Ingle went so far as to threaten he might have to declare bankruptcy to avoid paying Diaz what he owed," end quote.
That's some snakes stuff right there, bro. Dang, man. I hope Nate gets his money, bro.
Yeah, Diaz is suing for fraud and breach of contract.
Janky promoters, be careful.
For real.
No matter what industry you're in, they're everywhere.
That's not a lie. That's facts. Diaz is suing for fraud and breach of contract. Ingle says neither has taken place, saying, quote, "In fact, Diaz has already been paid 7 figures in connection with the fight. I look forward to resolving this dispute through the appropriate process and confident that justice will prevail," end quote.
Like, that's ridiculous, man.
I don't know, man. Even if you said you paid him 7 figures is still just $1 million.
Yeah, it's not 9.
Yeah.
You owe me 8 more, bro. You better cough that up.
That, I don't know.
Either that or Nate's gonna punch you. I don't think you want that.
And of course, we move on from our boxing portion to our wrestling part as we get into TNA's shows tomorrow. Slammiversary, TNA World or here, I'll go from the bottom so I don't mess this up. Xia Brookside will take on Giselle Shaw and Tasha Steelz and Fabi Apache in a fatal 4-way women's match. Kushida will take on Jonathan Gresham.
Ooh,
and what? Kushida?
Yeah, man. No.
Yeah, this guy doesn't like Kushida at all. I
mean, this made him seem like he was the best thing since sliced bread. He's the butt of the bread.
Hey, I love the butt, okay? How dare you?
You would say that. But yeah, anyway. Shout out to Jonathan Gresham, aka the Flying Dutchman.
Flying Dutchman
from Pirates of the Caribbean, because that's what he looks like now.
He really does. But on to the next TNA Knockouts Tag Team Championship will be defended by Masha Slamovich and Alicia Edwards versus Spitfire. So that's Jody Threat and what's her name? I can't even remember the other girl's name. Anyway, they'll take on Spitfire. That will all take place in the countdown to Slammiversary, those 3 matches. And it seems that it might be opening up with Mike Santana versus Jake Something, and go on to Matt Hardy versus JDC.
Who?
Johnny Dango Curtis.
Oh, okay.
Dirty Dango.
Dirty Dango. That's the boy. Matt Hardy or Broken Matt Hardy?
He's broken again. But they
yes.
But of course, you know, he's been having issues with them because of the system. He kind of works with the system, with Moose and all them to take out everybody. He actually attacked a few people yesterday in the episode of Impact, and Matt Hardy's wife Rebby was in the back, and what I heard was, whenever he said who attacked you, I heard JC. So I was like, JC? So JC Jane? That's the only JC I can think of. But the commentators said JDC. Did not sound like JDC to me. So So I'm hoping this is a whole thing where he's mistaken, and it is JC Jane, and she goes on to face Rebby Hardy.
Did something happen with Jeff?
Yes, Jeff got attacked too. That's why Matt Hardy's facing JDC, because he got attacked by JDC as well. But I'm hoping Dirty Dango wins that one, man. I love his whole shtick in TNA, but I don't think he's really going to be that top guy there. I would like to see Mike Santana go over on Jake Something. I don't really care too much about the countdown matches, just because we've already seen Kushida and Gresham.
I don't care for old boy's name.
We already saw Spitfire and Masha Slamovich and Alicia Edwards. I don't know if there's anything implemented in the Xia Brookside Fatal 4-Way thing or not. But moving forward, we will see the Rascals, and it will be Wentz, Trey Miguel, and Wesley. I was about to call him Desmond Xavier.
Oh my God, what?
I was like,
so he's gonna be there for the Wesley's gonna be there for the pay-per-view. That's dope.
Yeah, so they're gonna go up against No Quarter Catch Crew.
Ooh,
with Charlie Dempsey.
Man, I might have to not show up to my show tomorrow. Nah, I'm gonna be there. I'll look at the highlights.
But I'm excited to see that one go down. I'm hoping the Rascals go over, but I don't know. I really love me some No Quarter Catch Crew.
No. I'd rather go for No Quarter any day, bro. Them boys. My boy Charlie, man.
Yeah, I love Charlie Dempsey. But we'll have to wait and see where that goes. I'm hoping,
it's gonna be a banger either way.
I'm sure it's gonna bleed into NXT, and the Rascals are gonna come around NXT more as well. So hopefully they do that.
When the Rascals come around, like the man.
I cracked up in their segment this week. They were doing a whole thing where they're like, "Wait, is that Dez?"
Oh God!
Trey Miguel says that, and he's like, "No, his name's Wesley now."
That's awesome.
And after he said that, freaking Trey Miguel says, "I'm not calling him Wes. Not even if there's a fire."
Stupid. That's good.
So he went on to poke him, make sure he's not a hologram, and they did their old rascal thing. So they will be facing Old Quarter Catch Crew. I really want the Rascals to go over, but this one's one where I'm torn.
Yeah,
because I like myself some Old Quarter Catch Crew as well. So that's the one. That one's hard for me. It's really hard. But moving forward, we will see the TNA Digital Media and International Heavyweight Championship match with AJ Francis defending the titles against PCO. Oh, I forgot about the TNA Tag Team Championships, but we'll get to that.
Here we go.
Well, as you know, AJ Francis is toting around another belt that he bought. He's saying, you know, he's a better champion than Mad Dog Vachon and PCO because they all held that title in a promotion over there in Canada. So, you know, he's been talking a lot of mess and telling them to thank him for the house, and I love it. It's great. But
that's good.
But PCO will be taking him on, and this will be PCO's first televised match at home in his entire career.
In Canada?
In Quebec.
Okay.
Yeah, Montreal, right? Yeah, Montreal, Quebec.
If he don't come out in the Mountie gear as PCO, then he's not doing his job right. Like, if you're trying to get a pop in your hometown, that's how you do it. But I'm tired of this Frankenstein old man already, bro.
He scares the hell out of me, man. He scares the crap out of me, especially when he dives. Oh, my God. And it always looks like he's going to land on his head. It always looks like it.
I mean, you can't really say the same thing. Him and AJ Francis are in the same boat. He can't jump over the top rope either.
Oh, he did almost land on his head. You're right. It was bad.
Anyway, I'll stop. I hope it's a good match. I hope PCO don't get hurt.
But we will see the TNA World Tag Team Championship match against with the System against ABC. As you know, the System are now champions. That is Brian Myers and Eddie Edwards. They'll be taking on Ace and Bay.
Okay.
So hopefully, I'm hoping Ace and Bay take it back. I don't think they ever should have lost the championship.
Those are your boys.
But I do love the System too. So that one's another one that I'm torn on. I feel like they can swing it either way and make something of it. TNA X Division Championship will be defended by Mustafa Ali against Mike Bailey. I don't really like Speedball Mike Bailey. I've made this known plenty of times.
He needs to get a new name for one.
Even his promos, I don't care for it. I don't
Mike
care
Bailey,
for the gimmick.
That's not
the guy with the mohawk, the mullet.
That's not Maria's dude, right?
No,
Okay.
that's Mike Bennett.
Mike something.
But yeah, Mike Bailey will be taking on Mustafa Ali. Ali has been dodging him constantly, doing that whole Secret Service thing where his Secret Service attacks everybody.
I swear, if they do anything
about... Oh, my God.
Dude, you know they're going to do it now. You know Ali's going to do it.
I knew you were going to bring that up. How did I know you were going to bring that up?
Because you know they're going to do it. It's wrestling.
But the TNA Knockouts Championship match will be Jordynne Grace and Ash by Elegance. Do you think this will be the time that Jordynne Grace gets swindled out of the title?
I would hope not, especially not by Dana Brooke. But
her name is Ash now.
Her name is Dana Brooke. I know Dana Brooke when I see one. Now explain. But yeah, I don't know. I've loved Jordynne forever. So just whatever it does, it doesn't even matter. Hopefully she does. I did hear. I'm not sure. I don't mean to get off topic, but I did hear that her contract is up soon, so maybe she'll be WWE soon. So who knows?
Possibly. She was upset when what's his name left. Scott D'Amore. So
if Trips is smart, I meant to bring that up just to you in private. But if Trips is smart, he hires Scott.
I could see it happening eventually. I don't know if it'll happen right away. It might take some time. Yeah, Who knows? Maybe he has like a no compete clause like the accountant does, because I haven't heard anything about him.
Nah.
But the TNA World Championship elimination match will be Moose, Nick Nemeth, Steven Macklin, Josh Alexander, Joe Hendry, and Frankie Kazarian.
That's my boy too, though.
Kaz?
Yeah, Kaz. Yeah, Kaz is that boy. That's gonna be a banger.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Every time you say Nick Nemeth, I'm like, who the heck is that? And then it pops back in my head. It's dope. It's dope.
But I'm excited to see this one. I'm hoping Moose retains it, to be honest with you. But I could go for Josh Alexander winning it. I'm down for Joe Hendry. Honestly, I'm down for any of these guys to be TNA champions.
It's I don't even care who wins.
Yeah, it's one of those.
Yeah,
it's one of those.
I mean, and dude, it's rare you get matches like that where you're like, man, I don't even care who wins at this point.
Yeah.
But Joe Hendry did say that if he won, he was going to challenge John Cena to a match.
Yeah, he said it during the Slammiversary press conference. So, I mean, what is there any validity to that? Is it possible that he doesn't win it now? Or, like, what's going to come of it? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Who knows? That'd be a pretty cool thing for Cena to go to another promotion for his tour. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It would be nice to see that to where he does show up as soon as Joe Hendry wins the title.
That'd be fire, too.
Like, his music just hits. That would be amazing. I don't know if they would go as far to do that or not. But... well, we'll just have to wait and see this. Their whole ongoing collaboration between TNA and WWE has, you know, been phenomenal recently, and that's who they need to get. Phenomenal.
I am. That's the boy.
Uncle Alan. Freaking Uncle Alan.
I might say freaking Styles.
Oh man, I love the Good Brothers, man. But with that ongoing collaboration, they have said we can expect to see a few surprises during Slammiversary. Jordan Grace also told Sports Illustrated, quote, the surprises are going to be even bigger than people realize. TNA and NXT do surprises better than any other promotion. If you're tired of accidentally reading spoilers, watch Slammiversary. Our goal is to make fans fall back in love with wrestling. End quote.
Yeah. That's how it's supposed to be, not turn the lights off and be like, oh, look, it's that guy from WWE.
Oh, man. I didn't know what you were going with that until you said that.
You know what I meant.
But, it would be nice to see that. And just like I said, it would be nice to see John Cena, you know, make it to TNA. He's never been in any other promotion.
That'd be fire.
Well, I mean, he has been in other promotions in the early days.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's been how many years of Cena now? And we've seen enough.
22?
I feel like horrible. It's more. You haven't seen that? That was his cover of 2K years ago.
But you didn't have to say that again. I've seen enough of your crappy puns.
And of course, you know, Cena, many are speculating he'll get that championship again and serve Ric Flair. So maybe not. I don't know. I don't want to see him win again, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I really don't either. I'd rather see him win the IC championship, which he's never held, so he can be a Grand Slam champion.
Sami Zayn.
I like to see a lot of things for Cena's retirement, dude. Like, if Tony Khan didn't have a stick up his butt all the time, he could let Edge go back, you know, have one more match with Cena.
I feel like he would be for that, but WWE ain't gonna do it.
Yeah, I mean, you never know. At that point, I would just ask Edge, like, hey, you talk to that guy over there?
He is tied with Flair right now, right?
Yeah, but technically Flair's not even a 16-time world champion. But who brings that up nowadays? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Speaking of Ric Flair,
oh God, why do this
issue with ESPN's top 100 greatest athletes of the 2000s?
2000s.
Flair tweeted, quote, "How in the hell in God's green earth is Ric Flair not considered to be one of the top 100 athletes in the world?"
Woo!
I should actually be in the top 10. 16 world titles, actually 22.
See,
100 or 1,200 hour matches. Woo! 15 years without a day off. Woo! A cultural icon and worldwide sensation. Good Lord, so many people have lost sight of greatness, of what greatness truly is. I never pulled out with a calf muscle strain on. Oh, how the times have changed. What a bunch of female dogs. I get Tom Brady and all that, but come on, let's get serious. Now, end quote, of course. Let's get serious here. This is the damn 2000s. This was when Flair's prime was long gone. Yeah, he had some moments in the WWE. He had some moments with WCW in the 2000s, if you count 2000 WCW that nobody cares for. But it was not a time for Ric Flair back then. Yeah, you might be one of the greatest of all time, but that's all time. Not 2000.
Bro, you're already like 30 years into your career in the 2000s, and you want to talk about being great? I don't remember anything you did during 2000 except for winning the Intercontinental Championship.
I thought you were going to say some of the TNA stuff, right? He was in TNA.
Well, yeah, but
in the 2000s.
I didn't want to bring that up because
with Jay Lethal. Woo!
Yeah, woo! That's right after his retirement.
After his retirement,
yeah, which was great. That was the only thing I remember. And then that whole angle about him and you only had like 4 major stories.
I mean, he was tag champ with who was it? Orton?
No, it was
was it Batista?
See, so him being co-owners with Vince, Evolution, his retirement.
Oh, the co-owner crap was terrible.
Yeah, but I'm saying that's all that it was memorable though. That's around the time with the whole, buying WCW type deal. But that's it. You didn't really do anything physical. You didn't wrestle no hour matches in your 60s, 70s, however.
I mean, how long was his match with Sean anyway?
I don't know. I'm sure it was like probably 20, 30 minutes. It wasn't an hour.
30 minutes. Yeah, I can't remember how long that one was, but I mean, come on. You're telling them to get serious. Get serious with yourself.
I mean, that's like if was Cena on the list?
I can't remember who all was on the list.
Was any wrestler on the list?
Yeah, I believe wrestlers were on the list.
I mean, at this point, it just wasn't Flair. That's all that matters.
Well, moving forward, as we're talking about, Flair's WWE career, let's get on to Chad Gable, who has become the last person to realize who Uncle Howdy is.
Believe.
And he just figured it out. What was it, Monday?
Yeah,
that it's Bo Dallas.
I found out who it is.
Everybody knows that, Chad.
Yeah, I just told you, idiot.
But he did take to the ring Monday night to call out Bo, and he answered, but was attacked from behind by the Creeds, who have been teased to join Gable for some time now. And while being pummeled by the three, Bo just continued laughing maniacally. Then we saw, the smoke fill the arena, and the Wyatt Six show up, and that's when the Creeds and Gable ended up, fleeing.
Yep.
I'm excited to see where this goes, but it makes me wonder how they're going to look in their upcoming show, which we will talk about. It's an independent show, but it just, I don't know, because if you put the Wyatt Six with the Creeds, I don't agree with that, especially because they're young, up-and-coming guys that have such great promise. I don't want to see them get buried like many do coming up.
Yeah, I don't think that's the case here. I mean, maybe it's just more storyline than anything. But I mean, the Creed brothers are dope in the ring. I don't really think that they're going for burying them. I just think that this whole entire thing with the Wyatt Six, like anybody they have an encounter with, is going to be great storytelling at the end of the day, which has been so far. And I mean, already, well, we've seen like this is the first time we've seen Bo in the ring, right?
Yeah,
like doing anything since he's been back. And I mean, his selling was on point, and I just love how much he's putting. Like, he's not letting us forget who this is for. It's for Bray and Luke Harper, because yeah. Dude, I was like, man,
yeah.
And then the laughing,
because that's what Harper used to do.
Yeah, so it's just beautiful to see that how much he's.
Bray did the same thing when he got beat down with the laughing thing when he like first jumped on the scene. So all of it was to pay homage.
He would do it a lot too as a Fiend, and even he did the yes for. So it's cool, man. I'm just excited to see what's gonna happen.
I can't wait to see the sixth person. As we all know, it's probably Alexa Bliss. But
I mean, it could be at SummerSlam, and that would make the most sense.
True that. Maybe that's how they go about having the Wyatt Six go over on the Creeds.
Yeah.
That could be.
Isn't Ivy with the Creeds too, or no?
She used to be. I haven't seen her lately. She has showed up and talked with Gable and the Creeds before, but she wasn't there last week or this week, and I don't think she was there last week either. But I could be wrong on last week's.
Yeah, well, we'll see what happens. Well, SummerSlam's a couple weeks away already. No, more than that, probably.
I can't remember. I want to say it's like 2 weeks away.
Yeah.
I want to say, but I'm not sure. The Creed brothers actually have, as I stated before, have their own show coming up. Well, not own show, but they have an indie show coming up, as the Creed brothers are set to participate in Josh Barnett's Bloodsport 11 alongside other WWE talent such as Shayna Baszler and Charlie Dempsey next Saturday. Card so far stands with Mike Santana taking on Homicide. Julius Creed will take on Bellator MMA vet Matt Matkowski. Shayna Baszler will take on Mayu Yamashita. Mike Bailey will be on there taking on Akira. Masha Slamovich will be taking on Jody Threat, who she will be taking on at Slammiversary as well. Timothy Thatcher and Josh Woods will go at it. I'm excited for that one. I love me some Timothy Thatcher and Josh Woods. Brutus Creed, as his opponent is still yet to be determined, and Charlie Dempsey's opponent is still yet to be determined.
You said Brutus Clay?
Brutus Creed.
I'm just joking.
So that one will take place on Triller TV Sunday on July 28th and will be free for Triller TV Plus subscribers. Speaking of subscriptions, though, Peacock is upping the price of their subscription by $2. They will go with the premium will go from $5.99 to $7.99. The premium plus will go from $11.99 to $13.99, and so on and so forth. Of course, eventually this was going to happen.
Yeah.
They're giving away way too much content at a cheap price.
Yeah.
So that was the way to hook us in and hopefully reel us in and keep us once they start upping price. Kind of like Netflix.
Yeah, Netflix is ridiculous.
But, I mean, it's still less to pay than to pay for a pay-per-view.
That's facts.
So it's not that.
I ain't tripping.
That big a
Netflix is
deal.
about to be the king of streaming right now in January. They're going to get a lot of eyes on Netflix.
Well, and then they're going to have the Tyson fight before that and everything. It's going to be
Netflix
crazy.
Too?
Yeah.
No, that's awesome.
Yeah, that one's set for Netflix. But keeping up with the streaming service topic, Halo has now been canceled after 2 seasons.
Boo.
Paramount Plus said in a statement, quote, "We are extremely proud of what this ambitious series and would like to thank you." I don't know why I said what. But they're proud of the ambitious series and would like to thank their partners at Xbox 343 Industries and Amblin Television, along with showrunner executive producer David Weiner. or Weiner. One of those.
Wiener.
His fellow executive producers, the entire cast, led by Pablo Schreiber as Master Chief, and amazing crew for all their outstanding work. We wish everyone the best going forward. End quote.
I was gonna try to watch that show. I know it's a stupid reason not to watch a TV show, but someone told me that Master Chief takes off his helmet like in the first couple seconds. I'm not watching that. That's already non-canon. No, I'm just like, was it good? Did you see it?
Yeah, I watched the whole thing.
It was legit.
I liked it. They could have did without him falling for the AI. That
Cortana.
They haven't said it was Cortana yet.
I mean, but we have speculated it's Cortana.
Yeah.
But that's. If we play Halo a lot, but that's always kind of what they alluded to, like they had a thing for each other.
Yeah, I guess that's why they put it in there, but I wasn't too much of a fan of it.
Yeah, it's weird.
It's unfortunate news with season 2 ending. We saw the arrival of the Flood, and it was suggested that in the future season they would broadly adopt the events of 2001's Halo Combat Evolved, but the Hollywood Reporter suggests that a third season could be shopped around to other outlets. So hopefully we do see that. That way we can see more of a 2001 Halo Combat Evolved implemented in the show.
So that's not what it's based on? It's before?
It's loosely. It of course it has to have its own story, so you're not like, oh, I already know what happens. Just like any rendition of Spider-Man or something else, there's always at least something different in order to bring you in and be like, it's not exactly the same.
Yeah.
Because then you're not, oh, this person's gonna do this or this person's gonna die. Of course, we all know Uncle Ben's gonna die either way, but you know what I mean.
Yeah,
you don't have to worry about that. But it's unfortunate to hear, especially with all the plans they had. But moving forward, as we're talking about a video game show, we're going to go into our Prime game deals, as Amazon Prime members are able to pick up the 2 terabyte SK Hynix, or Sky Hynix is what I usually call them, P41 Pentium PCIe 4.0 NVMe solid state drive for only $127.99 shipped. Now this is I believe might be the cheapest one. Oh no, there's another one that's cheaper, but this one is also compatible with the PS5. So if you need more memory on the PS5, 2 terabytes SSDs don't go on sale that often, so this would be the time to pick one up. PlayStation Portal has come back in stock as well, and they're selling that for $200. There's a HyperX cloud gaming headset going for $30, and Samsung's own 2 terabyte PCIe Gen 4 SSD comes with a heatsink, and that one is going to be $149.99. Team Group has their own SSD that is 2 terabytes. And we'll be going for $104.99, but you will still have to buy a heatsink for your PS5. So that's the only thing. They have a 4 terabyte Team Group one as well that's going on sale for $219, and 4 terabytes usually go for way above that price.
Yeah, that's pretty cheap, bro.
Especially when it comes to SSDs and 4th gen at that. But Samsung also has their 980 Pro on sale as well, which is the 1 terabyte for $79.99, and Acer has their Predator 2 terabyte for $139.99. Now the PlayStation 5 consoles are going for $499 right now. The digital edition is going for $449. And they have a slim bundle right now with Spider-Man 2 included for $449. Their Post 3D wireless headsets are also going on sale for $91.99. There really wasn't much on games unless you take into account like the digital space with the PlayStation's own deals.
Yeah.
But the ones that were on Amazon and Best Buy and all that were the most notable that I could find would be Final Fantasy 15 is going for $30 right now. The Last of Us Part 1, the remaster, is going for $44.99. And for Xbox, they have a deal at Amazon where the 3-month Xbox Game Pass Ultimate membership is discounted to $45. So this is the time to stock up on those Game Pass Ultimate membership cards, as Game Pass is starting to up their price. I would suggest that would be your best bet if you really wanted to save money and go hard like that. Western Digital Black 1 terabyte C50 storage expansion card for the Xbox is on sale for $119. Gears 5 is going for $15.49.
It's not bad.
I'm sure it's in anticipation of Gears E-Day that should be coming out further down the road. Star Wars Jedi Survivor is on sale for $41. They also have the Xbox wireless cord controller in white for $44. The Xbox Series X replica 8-can mini fridge is going for $39.94 right now. And the Xbox Series X is also going for $499.99. The Series S is going for $289. And the Series S 1 terabyte black is going for $349. So lots of deals out there right now for Prime Day. And these deals are not only on Amazon, they're on Best Buy, Walmart, wherever these days. Oh yeah, Target as well.
Target.
So just take a look. There's all kinds of amazing game deals. And with that being said, we were talking about that we will be streaming here soon again. Yeah. Unfortunately, we haven't been streaming games, but hopefully we can get to that.
Oh, y'all can make some requests or something if y'all want to see us play, like, I don't know, Halo.
Retro games. Whoop your ass in Here Comes the Pain.
Nah, he downloaded NBA Street. He don't want no game breakers, bro.
That on NBA Street Volume 2. Whoop that on.
They're always saying that how they do this and that, and they don't whoop nobody, and they just get whooped.
Oh man! Of course, they did recently release that NCAA Football 25, which everybody's playing right now and enjoying. I don't know. I haven't touched it yet, so I haven't bought it. I'm just gonna wait till all the bugs are gone, but we'll have to see what goes on there. Look, Brandon was on the stream, but I'm guessing he sent stars because it doesn't say anything there. Of course, James went off as always. But that is all we do have for you today. Unfortunately, we had the camera issues. And,
sorry, we were freezing here and there. Looking, we're all frozen with our eyes closed or something.
So hopefully we get those things ironed out, and we will bring you a cohesive show every single week on Friday. And just tune in to hear when we'll do those streams as well. So, we could test out some games maybe some of y'all have yet to buy or looking to buy or whatever have you. Other than that, do you have anything else, Pat, before we close out?
Oh, well, earlier I did mention I have a show tomorrow at a bar called Fitzgerald. Doors open at 9, show starts at 10. Anybody wants to go ahead and pull up, show some support. Just not to me, because you know me and stuff like that, but to other artists in San Antonio as well.
Mm-hmm.
Most of y'all may not know this, but the scene is we're doing pretty good, man. Like we got a lot of people who could put the city on the map. Homie Black Mexico's out there in New Mexico right now. Gonna do a show with Paul Wall. So y'all really got to keep a lookout for y'all's own artists and. In the cities, support them now while you can, and don't be no bandwagon fans later when they make it.
Damn, Paul Wall, is Brooke Hogan gonna be there?
You're dumb.
That song was terrible, by the way.
What song?
That Brooke Hogan song with Paul Wall. You don't remember that?
No, I don't. I'm glad I don't.
I forget.
Don't show me when we get off the podcast either.
About Us is what it's called.
I'm good.
I'm surprised you never heard that.
I'm sure I have, but I don't want to if I didn't. But if y'all do want to make it out to the show, I would definitely appreciate it. And again, thank you for having me, Chris. You know, I'm always down to be here, help you out.
Yeah, I'd like to thank you for showing up and being the co-host this week, and probably be back next week because we don't know what's going on just yet. But we'll work things out.
You'll see me.
You'll see me. But before we go off air, I did want to bring this up because I talked to you about it in the car. I meant to take a screenshot of it and I completely forgot. So this past week on Celebrity Family Feud, one of the questions was, who is the greatest rapper of all time? Now, who do you think should have got first? And we'll reveal to them who did get first.
I mean, I think any type of like who's the best list, like it's hard for me to say, dude. I really, because everyone's gonna have their opinions.
Yeah, of course.
But
nothing's ever going to be the right answer.
I mean,
to be honest,
I would have to say, like, can I pick two?
Go ahead.
I would just have to say like Rakim or Big Daddy Kane, because those are like, they're still alive. They're pioneers. I think they're the best, dude. They shaped and molded what we do today. So other than that, it's pretty much nobody else for me right now. Like I'm just being factual. I'm not even. There's hella great rappers. Wayne's my favorite. Everybody knows that. You know what I'm saying? But he's not the greatest rapper of all time. Neither is Jay-Z. No Drake or Kendrick.
See, I thought that's what it was going to come up in those, because a lot of people bring up Drake, Kendrick, Cole comes up in conversation a lot as well for that type of conversation. So I expected that to be on there. Surprisingly, it was not on there. As a matter of fact, number one was Snoop Dogg.
Again, like we said, it's because
he's just the most popular.
Yeah,
because he's not the greatest of all time. He's a great rapper, not the greatest of all time. Yeah. Dr. Dre was freaking in there. Yeah. How many albums does that guy had?
Hey, Dre might be the greatest rapper of all time. Eminem done wrote for him. Who has it? Who knows?
I mean, he's one of the greatest producers of all time. That's for sure. Facts. But I don't know about greatest rapper of all time.
No, definitely not.
They did also put in, who else was in there? Well, Tupac and Biggie, I knew were going to be in there. Yeah, of course. They were in there. Then it was Jay-Z got the bottom spot.
Good.
Right after Jay was LL.
Which is also BS.
Is bad as hell. You know?
I don't even like LL Cool J like that.
I love LL.
I mean, but he's definitely better than Jay-Z.
But they got the same amount of votes, though. So
that's wild.
You gotta. But I think that was about it. I thought Cube was gonna be on there.
But that's the difference. Are they I'm not trying to be like.
Yeah, who are they asking?
They asking white America, or are they asking minority America? Because white America's gonna tell you Snoop Dogg, bro.
Because everybody knows Snoop.
He be chilling with Martha Stewart. Hey, come on.
He's universal.
For real.
But anyway, we'd like to thank you all for tuning in today. Sorry for the wait and the technical issues we've been having. We will iron those out, and we hope y'all have a wonderful weekend. Y'all take care and stay safe out there this weekend.
Peace.